Okay, hello everybody. It's already on, so I'm gonna go to mute. Hey Patty, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And we're watching 2020. Going to mute as soon as I can find it. Okay. Okay, you have completely changed your name as well. How are you? Thank you for joining. No, I'm watching the 2020, so I can't play it while it's going because YouTube will just strike it down. Okay, thank you. I thought my phone was doing crazy. No, it's not. So while it's showing, let me see. I just go to mute. So how are you? And Patty, are you working on a blanket? So I did my. I was working on a. Oh, what do you call those shirts? Oh, geez, now I can't even remember the name of the shirt. It'll come to me. Oh, I can always look it up. But I was doing the tutorial, and then I wasn't paying attention to how she did the collar, and so I ended up doing the collar my way. So now I'm working on it in purple because I did it in the cream color and white, and then I found that I had some more cream colored, whipped cream, the Lion brand comfy cotton. They don't even make it anymore now. Yes, polo shirt. Thank you. That's it. So anyway, this time I'm going to pay attention to how she did the collar because I really want to make it. And this, I'm using this Alizé yarn, which is a lot lighter than the comfy cotton yarn is. So this will definitely feel better. Now I want to get some in a light color because this color is dark. And we're in, it feels like it's 100+ degrees every day. And I thought it was going to rain today, but it did not. Oh, did this show start? I think it started. Didn't it start tonight? Or maybe it's tomorrow when it starts. Everybody has to do some competition show. Oh, it starts Monday. All right, so I am going to mute. Goodness, sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Hey, Vegan Kings, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Hey, Brianna, how are you tonight? I'm lurking while listening to an audiobook. You are not supposed to be listening to the audiobook. How you doing? That's multitasking. I gave that up 2 weeks ago. What's on the menu, Vegan King? You said, oh, y'all still here. I got into my zone, watching, doing my crocheting. The commercial came on, forgot about it. Yes, please do the thumbs up. Oh, yeah, I definitely was in the zone. I think I've seen this. Um, it just seems familiar to me, but I don't remember the outcome of it. But I know I've seen it. Probably. I watch way too much crime. I can't read and crochet sadly, but I'm moving slow because I hurt my. Oh, you hurt your elbow. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Doing something young people do, huh? Something this old sister is not doing. Oh my goodness, that elbow thing is my elbow. It was yeah, it had to be my elbow. Anyway, this doctor gave me this little padded thing that went over the muscle that was a part of the elbow, and I was shocked that that little wrapped around just that muscle. Eventually, I think within a week or two, the pain went away. I was really shocked. That's why he's the orthopedic and I'm the patient. So I'm working on a real polo shirt this time. The other one. And I have to block all of that stuff. Oh, I can't stand it. I don't like blocking. Period. All right, I'm going to mute. Ooh, that's got to be scary. Somebody snatched your child. And you know, Brianna, I let me see. When I went to see the doctor, they wanted $30 for that little thing. I was like, $30. I was like, let me go on Amazon. And then, of course, the doctor comes in there. Oh no, no, you need this one. So I got that one. But it worked. But you have to definitely have to, when you put it on, it's just a little strap with that little padding. And when you put it on, you have to, tighten it up. And when you move, if you're not in pain, you have it in the right place. Yep, they wanted me to buy the beard thing, but it worked. I have one for the elbow, one for the wrist, or two for the wrist. I have all kinds of exercises. I stick them up on my refrigerator. I said, if I did all of these exercises, all the joints, that's a workout right there. But I don't. I don't. And you do Audible. I don't like, because I'm real picky about different voices and stuff. But I bought a lot of books that my plan was when I retired. My morning would be breakfast and read a, a chapter or two of whatever book I'm reading at the time. That's still my plan. I just have to get to it. I just got to find the time because my car conked out and it just wouldn't start. I was going to go to Costco Monday, push the button, and car doesn't start. Then call AAA. The guy comes, and first it showed. Oh, when it didn't start, but when he like thought it was, of course, AAA. Oh, that sounds like a battery because I asked for a tow. Oh, it sounds like a battery. So he came. The battery would come on, but it had the big red triangle and says transmission. Make sure you put the car on a flat surface and push on the emergency brake or whatever it said. So I said transmission. Not this girl. Going to mute. Unreal. So anywho, back to my baby Prius was picked up today. I salvaged it as I looked at. I after the guy, I told him, once he takes the thing off, it shuts down. And I told him, I said, it's not going to stay started. It already says that it's the transmission. There's something wrong with the transmission. And he says, well, I don't know anything about transmission, so I'm going to have to call a tow. Okay, that's what I asked for the first time. But Mr. AAA, Miss AAA, oh, it sounds like in battery. Anyway, so while I'm waiting for somebody to contact me regarding the tow, yes, rest in peace, my little baby. My little baby Prius, I had it for 19 years. It did its job. I started looking up the cost of a transmission for the car and the value of the car. Transmission was double the value of the car. I said, okay. I called AAA or text them and canceled it. So then somebody from AAA called me to make sure I was canceling it. Yes, I canceled it. So then I was like, now I got to find a company that's going to pay me for this car, because you're not going to get anything. And then I need to shop and find a car. And cars now are almost double what I paid for that car way back 19 years ago. And I am a retiree now. So, what is a girl going to do? So, my financial advisor uh, gave me this guy that he's a broker, auto broker, or whatever, something like that he does. And I told him what I wanted, and he sent me a picture because I really like the look of the Kia. Very, very nice. Love the look of the Kia. Hesitant about the RAV4 because all the ones that I've test drove, I never really liked them. So I said, well, let me go and do the test drive, because I was going to do that one, Honda, and the Kia. I test drove the RAV4. I loved it. It's so much roomier than what I remember from all the other ones. And then I went to the Kia place, but the guy took too long. I don't even know where he went to. He says, I'll be back. I said, okay. So I walked around the showroom, saw the cars, looked at the Kia Sportage, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really like this. Going to mute. Her husband is really tall, but I know how we all watch people on television and in their moments of grief, and everybody has something to say about how they should behave. You never know how you're going to behave until you're in those people's shoes. And even then, you don't know how people perceive. Everybody grieves differently, everybody handles things differently. There is definitely no blanket way to handle things. And men handle things absolutely, totally different from women. He's probably in the mindset, I got to stay strong. But it's so sad that somebody's out there snatching up little boys. I forgot what I was talking about before I went. Anyway, after I decided not to have the car towed to the dealership, I just now looking for the car. So anyway, the guy that was supposed to help me, the car he sent me, I was like, is that interior white? Because I want a black one. He's like, oh, it's gray. It's a real light gray. I was like, no, I don't want that. I want a darker color. I can't find that, and it's nowhere in the state. Um, and it'll probably be a month before they can get one. Because I said black, because I thought that was the color that the one that I test drove. For some reason, I was thinking the interior was black, but I know it was a darker color. Anywho, so I told him, I said, okay, I guess I'll keep looking. And all I kept saying to myself, that's $750 I'm saving. So today I started researching because he was like, oh, you should lease because why put down a big down payment, then that money is lost, yada yada, all the stuff he's telling me. And I've never been one to lease. And I always felt it was a waste of money because in 3 years you're either going to have to buy the car or you're going to have to lease another car. And in 3 years, I could have the car paid off. It's mine. Anyway, so then I started doing went to Google University, get all of the information about leasing, how to negotiate, how all these, oh my goodness. The wealth of knowledge that's on YouTube University. So I found two. One, it's a son and a father and son, and they're so cute. They do little skits and stuff. So cute. And then I found another guy and another guy. So all the little tricks of the trade are out there. So if you're looking, go to YouTube University before you buy or lease. Going to mute. They have so much land there. So much land. I don't know what time of the year Deborah Roberts is there. But when I went in August, it was cold to me. So I don't know. Maybe it's warmer when they're away from the water. I don't know. Isn't Minnesota the land of thousand rivers, lakes, 1,000 lakes, something like that? Maybe I'm just, as they say, I have thin blood from being in Florida. Minnesota is very pretty, but not want to live there. Not in the wintertime. I can't tolerate their summers. I can't definitely tolerate their winters. So, and then on my car search, I've been to the Toyota place in Deerfield twice, and they're not going to meet my number. I'm not paying that kind of money for a car. No, sir, not in this lifetime. And the new vehicles usually come out in September. So the 2027s are on their way to production soon. At least they used to be that way. I don't know what it is now. They might wait till January. I don't know. But I know for one thing, those prices are going to start to come down. And if they don't, somebody is going to come to the table with the right price. But I'm not going to pay that ridiculous amount of money that they're asking. Not in this lifetime, and not in the next one either. And they have so many taxes. And of course, they're like, oh, well, those are normal things for the state of Florida. A, a pre-delivery, $999. Pre-delivery. Why I gotta pay pre-delivery? Why isn't it just a delivery? All kinds of ridiculous stuff. That's why I keep my cars forever, because I do not like dealing with this back and forth, trying to get a good deal when they just gonna rip you off. I want. Oh, I should go. Oh, I need to check with Costco, see if they have a better deal. Go on to mute. That is so crazy. Mm. Yeah, the fees are out of hand. Definitely out of hand. I was looking at that list of fees. I'm like, why do I have to pay? No, what? All those are basic fees for the state of Florida. Hmm. Well, Gloria does not have to pay it. Go. And they never want you to keep the paper that they give you. So this, let me see, and this is on a let's see, an LE, not even the one that I want. Best price they give me was $38,901. No, not gonna pay that. So they have license 258, pre-delivery service charge $9.99, electronic filing $3.99, tag agency fee $99. That's crazy. I have my own tag. All you got to do is transfer it. Why do I have a pre-delivery service charge? If the car is on the lot, where are they delivering it to? It's there. Just ridiculous. Oh, I know it. And that's exactly what I plan to do. I already have a number in my head. And then the one thing I learned, don't go in there saying, oh, this is how much I want to pay a month. That was the first time I ever bought my own car. That was the thing that I said, oh, I want to own. Of course, they're going to make it. They're making the profits all the time. You telling them what you want to pay. Nope. I want out the door pricing. What is the final amount? I want to know everything, fees included. If you can't beat what I want, there's so many dealerships. Somebody's going to do it. May not be you, but someone will. And the end of the month or the quarters, those are the best times to buy because they got to meet their quotas. They got to get things sold. Said, they are collecting the dock fee. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And a lot of those cars are right there. The cars that I test drove, if I wanted that car, why do I have to pay a fee? It's already there. Don't be collecting the fee on me. Oh, I can't stand it. Oh, I haven't watched Abbott Elementary in such a long time. Okay. I had someone chase us and try to stop our car because I walked away. He thought I was joking. Yeah. Let's see what this DNA says. August and September will start slashing prices to free up for space. Yep. Make room, but yep. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll probably get a better buy, get the price I want shortly. Be my birthday and retirement gift. I am not going to pay them ridiculous prices. Not for a Toyota. Maybe a Mercedes, but not a Toyota. I wouldn't even pay that because I wouldn't buy a Mercedes. I do not believe in buying cars that I can't afford the maintenance on. I don't know why and it's so weird to have all of those cars sitting on the lot. And it's like the one you want to look at, oh, I don't think we have that on. Why not? They should have one, every model should have that color. Every color that you say you have that car in, there should be a car on that lot. But they don't do that. I don't understand that. I don't understand why they don't do that. But I am not the car dealer. I don't know where they house them. They're housed somewhere. They have to drive them back in. And they are assembled either in Canada or Japan. Thinking, do they? Hmm. I thought Toyota had plants in America, but maybe they don't. That's the only thing. It says assembled in Canada or Japan. I am so hoping Spain wins this FIFA, this World Cup. I am anti Argentina right now. Argentina can kick rocks with Messi. Oh, they have it in Tennessee. I thought they had to be somewhere in. So maybe Tennessee builds certain vehicles, and Canada and Japan does certain vehicles. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they only do certain ones. But anywho, I am on a quest for my black XLE Premium RAV4 2026. So when they roll out those 2027s, I'm going to stick with my little 2026. Hopefully get a good price. It's got to be under 40 grand for me. Out the door, under 40 grand. I just can't see paying that. That's like half the price of buying a house. Shoot. And as soon as you roll it off into the sunset, into your driveway, it's already dropped $10,000. That was another interesting calculation that I learned, how to calculate the, what do they call it? All this new terminology that I learned that I can't remember. So I have to brush up on all of that to make sure I don't get burned. Because that's their goal, to get as much money out of you as possible. The residual value. The residual value of the vehicle. And then when this man was trying to push me towards leasing, and then you look at, if you lease for 3 years, and then the car, you look at the residual value, and then you look at how much it's worth at the end of the 3 years, and do I want to continue to pay? Because you're pretty much starting all over again. It's like, that's just not me. I wasn't feeling the leasing at all. Or, and it's, and if I decide, oh my goodness, I want to take a road trip, and I have this lease, and they only give me 12,000 miles a year, and I want to do a road trip, then you're paying, I think he said 12 cents every mile you're over. That's more than the government even pay. No, I think the government, I think they used, I think they used to pay 33 cents a mile. So, okay, it's less. I think it's 33 cents a mile, 34 cents, something like that. But anywho, I didn't want to do that. I actually like owning things, even though they say you never own anything, which you really don't. If you can pay off your house, and if you don't pay those real estate taxes, somebody will come and get this house from you. But I am going to look for me a new core. Mutiny. All right, so what's the ending? Oh, that is 26 years. Just absolutely crazy. Brianna, do you have your meta glasses? AI has taken over, completely taken over. And now there, some city up in North Florida area is fighting not to have one of those AI buildings built in their city. Can't remember where it is right now. I think it's somewhere near Jacksonville. I can't remember. Or Tampa, maybe. I don't know. But the community is fighting, and nobody wants those things in their communities. They're going to suck up all the energy, all of the water. Your utility bills are going to go up. Go put them out there where in no man's land. There's plenty of land there that no one lives on. No, nobody is near. But nope, they want to put them, plop them right in the middle of a community. Somebody playing loud music. I got my final inspection for my windows today, and I go in the backyard to water the plants. Sure enough, they have left the garbage behind. I don't know if other companies are like this, but Loctite has been written off my list. I do not want to deal with them again. And the guy that came to do all the finishing up stuff, he sat outside for at least a half an hour. I'm like, what is he just burning time? Because the guy, and I had to tell him, I said, hey, the tow truck is coming to get my car. And all he did was back up. He still stayed out there. Like, what is he doing? I don't know. All right, going to mute. Some sick people in this world. Hey, Renee, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining. I can't stand when people, oh, poor children. Child just trying to be a child. What are you working on, Renee? I'm attempting to do my polo shirt right this time. And I hope I have enough of this yarn to do it. I should. At least I hope I do. How much is in this thing? Tell me somewhere how much is in here. 361 yards. I think I should be able to get it front and back. The My garden is just gardening. Now tomorrow I'm gonna have to oh I'm going to breakfast. I'm going to breakfast with your auntie Brianna for her birthday. But I have to get my little area straightened out now that the inspection is over with. But I'm not going to deal with Loctite again. If I do, they're gonna have to give me a really good price because I'm annoyed with the whole process so far. I am not a happy customer. Got a long way to go. Oh no, girl, you wouldn't survive down here without air conditioning. You cook in your house. Mm. I can't, I I can't even imagine not having air conditioning. It is smoking hot. We I feel like temperature has been in 100. I think it's probably been in the 100s all week, and it really feels like it's 100 degrees outside. You can only spend so much time out there before you're cooking. So it's what am I doing, child? Uh-oh. This went somewhere I did not want to go. Am I going the right way? I went the wrong way. Mm. We have one built in our county and bought a whole. Hmm. Oh, you have one being built in your county. Oh, they bought up a whole farm. Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing with the people that are losing their farms. The rich people are buying up those. That's why they don't seem to care. It's all about wealth, not about the people. You're not a billionaire, millionaire. They don't have anything to talk to you about. You did everything, girl. Once that sun rises, I don't even want to be outside. And my plants, I'm so glad I bought that shade cloth because they would have been crisp by now. Even with the shade cloth, they still look like they're starving for water. It's crazy. Also fighting a cold you got from Nora. Oh my goodness. And baby colds are no fun. No fun at all. West Broward is cooking again? What? That's the fire that's been going on? Oh my goodness. And see, those AI buildings or whatever the heck they call them, they're going to suck up so much water. And this time of the year, fires are everywhere because it's so doggone hot. All it takes is somebody to flick a cigarette out in some really crispy, grassy area, and then you got a 9 alarm fire going. Oh yeah, you can't do without shade. I planted some my black eyed. If you like black eyed peas, they are like I thought the okra was easy. Okra just poof, they grew and they just grow. I had one okra that had to be at least 7 inches long, and I don't want them to be that long, but because the okra is green, the plant is green, the stems are green, the leaves are green, everything's green. So you just gotta like really look. Oh, there's one laying this way, one this way. So I've been going out there, and I did plant black-eyed peas, and they grew up. And then I got my pods, and I waited till they turned brown, plucked them off. They were black-eyed peas. I was so happy. So I planted some more. I planted those plants on the 11th. They are at least 3 inches tall right now. All it takes my glasses reflecting the sun at the wrong angle. Girl, don't I know it? Woo. That man, they picked up my car today, He was like, it's so hot outside. It's like he came because he was out by his truck and then he came back into the garage. It's like, yeah, it is hot outside. There's no relief. And I got my electric bill last month. It was 214. This month is 271, I think it is. I don't even want to know what it's going to be for August, because August is going to be doubly hot. I just hope we don't get a hurricane. That's all I don't want no hurricane. So far, it's been quiet. Let's keep it that way. Man, I can't believe there's another fire going on. I kept hearing them talking about the smoke and the haziness, but I didn't catch where it was. But now I see it is on fire out there. I'm going to work on this for a little bit because I need to go to sleep so I can be alert enough to get up and go and have breakfast. I'm going to try to start doing my lunch break lives next week. I have I have so much stuff. It's like, I thought I was going to have a whole lot. Please, I have no time. Yes, knock on wood. Oh, gas prices are going back up. While they tell all those lies. Our government. I do not know. Brianna, have you watched The Polygamist? Anybody watch Polygamist? It took me a minute to get through it. But I like to watch them because I like to see their outfits, their multiple wigs, their nails, everything. Well, one of the girls, her hair is braided, and she had it. And mind you, this is like no hairstyle. This was like put it up because it was hot, and I didn't even realize I still had it up. But anyway, but she had a cute she just like tied something around it and then around the bun. That was so cute. I said, let me crochet something and see if I can do that around this. That way I don't have to let it down. It'll still be cute. But I'll have something else on top of me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Crochet me a little band that I can tie and maybe twist and tuck. I don't know. She had a cute little thing on there. Oh, you haven't? The beginning of it, it's very sexual, very sexual. But then once you get past like probably the first, because I think it has eight episodes, something like that. Oh, no, I take that back. It has 22 episodes. I think that's the one I saw that has 22 episodes. I think The Polygamist has 22 episodes. But once you get past maybe the first two episodes, then it's less sexual and more meat to it. It's crazy though. It is straight crazy. And I watched a lot of the African films, but that one was straight crazy. That one, I believe, takes the cake. Oh my goodness. What did they do? Knock the dude out? Oh my goodness. And he's coming back. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Oh, he kicked his phone out. Oh, these people. I'm glad I recorded the news because now I'm gonna have to go back and see what was that all about. Then I watched something I probably should not have watched. It's called Poison, but it's about the food. And let me tell you, I watched that and I said, I don't ever want to eat anything from the store. It's like, ew. And it was interesting that the USDA does one part of the food and the USID or somebody else. The lady said what part of it that they handle. And then she said catfish. I was like, what? How you go for all this stuff to catfish? I am going to watch that again because I said I need to pay attention to all of these quote unquote um, departments or whatever they call them in the government. I was like, this is so crazy. We handle this and this and this and catfish. I was like, that is the most absurd. But she said they have no control over the farms, so they really can't tell them what to do. They can't go and inspect or anything. I'm like, what's the use? So they have all these, and I had just been telling my daughter, I said the two major chicken farmers is Purdue and Tyson. But there's other chicken farmers, but they are the major ones. And one of them, now I can't remember the company. And I was like, they're chicken farmers? That sounds odd. It's so interesting when you find out where, but they really focused on, and here we are, right back to the vegetables, the lettuce being contaminated again. I said, yeah, none of my lettuce is grown, but guess what? I'll be out there tomorrow planting some more lettuce seeds. I just I don't want to eat. It's like you don't want to eat anything because remember the peanut farmer man? All the kids. Let me see, was it just that one child that died, or were there multiple kids that died? But anyway, he got either 26 or 28 years. He deserved all of it. I remember his story from American Greed. Oh my goodness. He did not care. He just falsified documents. He just didn't care. And elderly, because sometimes elderly people use peanut butter so that they can take their medicines. And then, of course, some children, not all children, but, most kids like peanut butter. They put peanut butter in crackers and stuff and all that. He did not care. And when they took him he had to testify before Congress, and one of the Congress people had a big jar of all of the products that his peanut butter goes into. And he's like, would you like to try any of this? I was like, of course he's not going to try because he already knows people have died from his peanut butter. Unalive, as they say. Whatever. I was confused watching To Catch a Smuggler. They're looking for everything: heart, bags, money, plants, and of course, what? I haven't seen that. Is that on Netflix? That'd be something fun to watch. I say, I watched and this is the second documentary I've seen about the Concordia. I think that's the name of the ship, the one that tipped over in Greece because the stupid captain wanted to sail around because his family lived on Gigo Island or some kind of island. I want to say Giglio, but I don't think that's the real name. But that's where that man was that unalived all those ladies of the night up in, I think that was up in New York. I think that's, the New York area. But, and it was interesting because the lady that was a dancer on the cruise ship, she was in both of the documentaries that I've watched. But one of the guys, he was a chef. He said there was like 120 chefs on that ship. I was like, wow, that's a lot of chefs. But you got to think they're cooking all the time, round the clock. They're cooking food. So, but what was interesting, he says when you work on a ship, you have to be able to swim. He didn't know how to swim. So when he took his swimming test or whatever, he says, all they did was put me in the pool, and if I could float, then that was good. And they told me I was good, and they signed off on it. And the first thing that came to my mind, because I just saw the report on the news about the three Cuban men with fake drivers. They put a camera on like whatever shirt they were wearing, so that when they went in to take the test, they could see the test, so they could tell them how to answer. Because Florida changed the law that the driver's test has to be in English. And one of the guys that was in there with his little camera and all, when he went to court and the judge was talking to him, he didn't speak English at all. He was an older man. But that stuff has been going on since the beginning, since the Cubans started coming over here. They've had all kinds of crooks doing stuff like that, selling driver's licenses, fake driver's licenses, so people can get on with their lives, I guess. But I was like, I cannot even imagine. I mean, I'm not a great swimmer, but I can definitely float, and I'm going to have my floating device on. But I can't imagine working on that ship and not being able to swim, and knowing at any point you may have to. Anyway. You're right, Brianna. We are definitely going to pull some fraud. Florida is the fraud. I believe Florida is the fraud capital of the world. Between the contractors, taking people's monies in the times of the disasters, people with their fake medical license, nursing license, dental license, doing dentistry in their garage and all that stuff. A fake, even though it's dangerous, but a fake driver's license is like the least of our major concerns. And as they say, Florida man. You want to know something crazy that happened? Look up Florida. It will keep you entertained, that is for sure. All right. I'm going to go look for this documentary. Is it on Netflix, or is it on Prime or Hulu? I hardly ever go to Hulu. I'm a Netflix girl. Netflix is getting flaky, though. I didn't realize that Little House on the Prairie was like a new version of Little House on the Prairie. I thought it was like the old stuff way back when. But then I was like, wait a minute, this is new stuff. I don't know why they thought that was good. They keep doing all these redos of all these old stuff. And Contractor Fraud storyline on TV show set in Miami. I thought it was the most realistic. Oh, so Disney Plus. I wonder if I have Disney Plus. Lots of seasons. Okay, I know I have Disney. I don't know if I have the Plus part, but I'm gonna click to it and find out. And that's another. I initially. Did I buy the Disney? No, I think they gave it to me. I think I did get it. Anyway, I have it through my phone now. Oh, or Hulu. Yeah, I got Hulu. But I wanted to see Coming to America too. So that's why I wanted Disney. But Nia had Disney, I think, already. Anyway, I have it in my. Long as I don't change my phone plan, it's mine. Because they definitely trying to get me to change it, but I refuse. I'll keep my phone. If it goes out, I'm going to Gazelle and buying a new one. But I'm keeping my same plan. All right, ladies. If I might do something in the week. If not, I'll be here Friday. So everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.